Good morning. Today is January 7th, and it's about 9:48. Was taking care of stuff. Didn't have a chance to trade today, but what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about using a position calculator. And with a position calculator, what you can do is actually what you want to do is understand what your risk and reward is. So, to give you an idea, if you look at this stock right now, you see it trading a Palantir, and it hit a high this morning of 179.94 pennies wise. It's trading at 179.62 and it's trending up. That's great. So you can look at the chart, you can look at all the drawings and stuff and say, yeah, this is definitely going to be breaking out. Now, you're right, it looks like that, but it doesn't mean anything. Right now, a buy would be 179.84, 85 in that ballpark. I would look to be buying anywhere from 179.85 up. So let's just say that's what I'm looking to do. Now, what I do is I look at my stock, and we're going to say Palantir, 179.85. That's where we want to buy. So if we want to buy, our entry price is 179.85. What's our exit price? So let's go look back here, okay? And this is on the fly what we're doing, okay? So it just broke through the 85, and let's just say we would have went in there. Where would we want to get out? Our first stop out would be 179.51. That's where our first stop out would be, 179.51. So what that would mean is if this stock went the other way on us, we would want to get out at 179.51. So it's starting to move up there. Our stop would be based off the moving average over here, and it's moving constantly. So we would say, okay, in the 51 range, that's where it is. And then a total stop out would be at VWAP 179.03 or possibly 179.28. So now that we know where we're getting in and where we're getting out on a loss, where do we want to take this? So realistically, you have to know when you're going to actually capture a profit as well. So our profit, where we want to start capturing profits, our first take profit would probably be in the ballpark of 180.22. And when I say that's our first capture, that means we're taking 50% off the table right there. Okay, we want to take a 50% price hack off. Here, we want to take 50% off on a loss. So that's when we say those are our entry and exit points for us. Some people might say, okay, fine, we're going to do 100%. Okay, some people might add to it. Every formula is different depending on what you want to do. So now this is coming back down to the moving average at 66 and 70. All right, so this could falter, and then at that point we'll take a loss. So we would have been in at 179.85. We would be down 14 cents right now, 15, 16 cents. Okay. Now, how much are we willing to lose on this $75,000 account? Again, the $75,000 account is really only $3,000 because with 25x, you get 25 times your leverage. Okay. So if I was to go completely in on this stock, okay, and say, yeah, you know what, I want 25 times leverage on this one, how many shares can I possibly get? You do the math, okay? And at that point, you say, okay, I have $75,000 divided by 179.85. That would give me 417 shares roughly. Roughly 417 shares. So raw position I would be in is 417 shares. All right, whoops, wrong cell. So raw position I'm in is at 417. Let's just say, you know what, let's just make it 400. No one's going to just type in the last 17 shares, okay? So my value on that would be $71,940, okay? That's what the value of that trade would be. With $3,000, I would be controlling $71,940. Now, Palantir just shot up to 180.33. So at 180.33, we're looking to start bailing this out. So we would have taken 50% off of this right now, okay? And it's going higher. You know, I wish I would have done the trade actually, but so let's just say you did take this trade, okay? Now on a $3,000 account, we started bailing out at 22, okay? 50% of our trade is already gone at 22. Let's be honest, okay? So at that point, we already set our max loss, our effective max loss at $200. That's where we were willing to lose, okay? But we're willing to go one-on-one. So right now the stock's trading at 180.42, 44. So that would give us roughly 15, 40, 50, 65 cents, roughly. Oh, okay, now it's even going higher. So this is actually going to give us almost $1. All right. Let's just say it's going to give us roughly. It's going to give us about $1 at this point. Okay. So we're real close to it. You're at 76, 82, 84. So yeah, at this point, there's no doubt in my mind I would have taken off a ton of. I'd be out of this probably at this point 75%. Okay. So this almost gave you $1. Okay. Whatever happens now, you're running with 10%, 15% maximum. Okay, you've sold out most of the position, and you're probably looking at close to a $400 profit on a $3,000 account. That's it. You would have made close to 13% on your money in a matter of minutes. Where else are you going to do that except if you have leverage? And then basically what would end up saying, and like I said, this account is just basically for the charting. That's all this is for, okay? So like we've said already, you don't want to be stupid. You want to do everything as cheaply as possible, okay? Especially when you're starting this business. And Thinkorswim has some of the best tools. In terms of trading wise, I don't really like to execute on Thinkorswim, but they do have excellent charts. I do admit that, okay? But in terms of executing their trades, I've put trades in, and it's taken me minutes and minutes to get that trade executed. So here, the last 15% would still be going up. You're hitting at 181. So this is turning into what would have been a perfect scenario, okay? And you can see that, and that's something that would have been a great trade, okay? Both from a reversal, from a short, and now to a long. And look at this, thing's going crazy. So we would have made over $1 and stuff. You'd probably be close to $500 right now. So that's how you look at it. And at that point, you could see what our stop price was. Our stop price was 51. And we never got close to that 51. We got back to 64, but it never breached our moving average, which was the key to it, okay? So I hope that makes sense, and email me or send a comment, and I'll be more than happy to send you this sheet, and come join us and trade with our simulator for free, absolutely for free, and learn how leverage can actually make you real money. Again, this is 25x trading, and learn how to trade with your style, but make the most money that you can, and make a side income, make an income that can basically restore what you're doing now and make more money doing it. All right? Have a great day.